Hello, welcome to the latest in this short lesson series about fractions. Today we're going to be learning to simplify fractions. A fraction is in its simplest form when the numerator and the denominator can only be divided by 1. Simplifying fractions makes them smaller, which makes reading them and working with them much easier, as we have seen in previous lessons. It's much easier to work with numbers if we can reduce them to smaller numbers. Now, this is a golden rule for simplifying fractions. In order to simplify a fraction, you must be able to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. We call this number the highest common factor. Have a look at these numbers and see if you can find a pattern in them. Do you notice anything about these numbers? These numbers, these fractions, are all equivalent to 1/2. But which one is the simplest? Let's have a look. We can divide all these fractions into smaller fractions except 1/2. This one we can only divide by 1. The others we can divide by other numbers. Let's investigate this further. If we have a look at 5/10, we can see we can divide it by the numerator and the denominator. We can divide by 5 to give us 1/2. And we can't simplify this fraction anymore, so now it is simplified. Can we simplify 18/36? Yes, we can, if we divide the numerator and the denominator by 9 to give us 2/4. Now, is this fraction at its most simplest? Well, we can divide the numerator and the denominator by 2 to give us 1/2. Let's have a look at 18/36. We can divide the numerator and the denominator by 8 to give us 8/16. Can we simplify this fraction further? You're right, we can. We can divide the numerator and the denominator by 8 to give us 1/2. Is this fraction now at its simplest? Yes, you're quite right. We can't divide it any further. Can we simplify 64/128? Well, I beg your pardon, we've just done that one. Can we simplify this fraction any further? We can. We can divide the numerator and the denominator by 3 to give us 453/906. I don't want to say that again. Can we simplify this fraction further? Yes, if we divide the numerator and the denominator by 453 to give us 1/2. Now we have simplified it. So 1/2 is the simplest fraction of all these fractions. And remember, in order to simplify a fraction, you must be able to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number, which is called the highest common factor. Simplifying fractions makes them much easier to work with and to compare if they want to see which one is the largest or the smallest amount. For the next few slides, you will need a pen and paper, or a pencil preferably. So if you don't have any near you at the moment, if you can pause this lesson while you go and get some. Now your turn. You'll need to write these numbers down and to simplify them. Remember, to simplify them, you must divide the numerator and the denominator. I would like you to simplify these fractions. Remember, when you are simplifying the fractions, you must divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number to simplify them. This number is called the highest common factor. Here we have some other questions. Now you can write these questions down if that helps you. We can just pause this page here. I would like you to submit these answers via Edmodo. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.